Hey gamers, welcome and welcome back to another video, and today I'm going to be telling you and showing you some tips for building and how to become a better builder in Bloxburg. So let's get into it. First things first, thank you guys before we start basically. Um Thank you so much for 50 subscribers. I know it's not a lot, but honestly, I never thought we would get this far. I mean, we did get 50 subscribers very quickly. I just want to say thank you guys so much. And only one person commented on the Q&A. You can still comment questions you have for me, but one person commented, and I think their name was unnamed. I'll put the comment on the screen, and they said, "What made you start playing Bloxburg?" I'm pretty sure they said made. I mean, I might have said that wrong because I don't have the comment pulled up since I'm on a laptop. I don't have a full PC or anything. Yeah, I don't have enough money for that. But honestly, it's gets the job done. Anyways, basically, I guess I don't really know when I started playing Bloxburg or why I started, but honestly, I'm pretty glad that I did, and it's like a really fun game. As I don't know, but basically, I guess because I've seen YouTubers play before, I never really knew what Bloxburg was. I did not mean to. Okay. I didn't really know what Bloxburg was at first, but yeah, and I'm glad I know now. Anyways, let's get into build mode. Let's hop into build mode. And I also filmed this yesterday, but I was at my grandma's house and it was kind of loud there, so I couldn't really, record. But first thing is, do not build a box like this. See, it might be easier to add like rooms to and stuff, but look, see how just like plain it is and stuff. It's just really just but versus if I add dimension, then I'm probably gonna have to like speed this part up because I can't really make a shape. Well, I can, but I'm holding my microphone in one hand and then using one hand to play Bloxburg, so I'm gonna try to make up a shape, and yeah, but basically add dimension to your house, add shapes. You don't really, most houses aren't just a triangle or rectangle. Wait, the walls. Okay, actually this is okay, that's an example. It's not really good, but you can look also on Pinterest or Google or even YouTube for house inspirations or house layouts and stuff. If I remember, I'll link Pinterest, link to Pinterest down below. You could also just search it. But it will be it's really good for layouts and stuff. And yeah. Next thing is, I'm just gonna make the box house again. Next thing is, do not make your house on the edge of the plot. When I first kind of made my own house, I had it like a box, and I had it on the edge of the plot. Big mistake. Have it at least if you don't want a big front yard, you could just have it 2 blocks wide, or you could have it to 5 blocks, or it doesn't really matter. And also I have large plot, by the way, so that's why I can build over here. And large plot honestly is a good game pass if you want to build bigger builds, but yeah, but this is not a game pass rating video. Anyways, okay, okay, there. So you see, just ignore that right there. So you see here, you have no front yard space when you just make, your, house right here. But versus here, I could add, like, flowers and bushes, and then here I can't because it's on the edge of the plot and it's inside the walls. So yeah, I'm just gonna undo that. Next thing is I'm actually going to make a little thing here, is to add textures. So I'm going to make a little texture example, and I will be right back. So yeah. Okay guys, so these are just some color examples. So basically, this is like some colors here. If you want to know how I made this, I basically just took like a wall, did this like multiple times. But yeah. Anyways, these are the colors without, without textures, and this is with textures. These are just some examples, so they won't really, match, but you can, like, go search up on YouTube or Pinterest or whatever, and search up, like, Bloxburg, like, color schemes for your houses or something like that. But in some places or like some situations, you can't always add textures to your walls. Like, I added textures in my log cabin to make it feel more like wood. But sometimes, you might have to just do like plastic and like mid-gray, or just I did not mean to say just 2 times. Or like just do like or just like do a color or like texture it. So yeah, I'm just gonna undo all of this. Next thing is, when you're building a house, so let's say you're just building a random house shape, you know, you're having really fun building, I'm just gonna build the box house again. Literally, like, everyone's first home in Bloxburg be like. Anyways, I did not mean to make that, so. Okay, so if you just you just finished making your house or the layout of your house. And also, that's another thing, always have a layout. Again, you can look on Pinterest and stuff for layout ideas, house layout ideas, but yeah. Anyways, something I recommend is adding the fresh cut grass trick. It is optional, but you just put the floor on a manual placement, and you just like do it like this, and like color it grass. Also, I'll click to move on. Color it grass in like a different green color. Also, if you press H, if you're on like PC, you can just do that. So like artichoke and like this, but I recommend having the gridiron when you're actually placing the floors down. I think I use I forgot what green I used. I think it was artichoke when I was like doing this in my town. So like you could just make it go all the way here. But okay, go all the way here. You know, just add some detail. It's optional though. But yeah. But speaking of flooring, do not use the paths. In some place, like a lot of people hate the paths. I personally kind of like them for some reasons, but honestly, the floors are better. So you see, when you make a path, I'm gonna do it here. So when you make a path, yes, you can like curve them a bit better. You can like curve the you can curve everything a bit better, you know, and it will end up looking like this. It's cute, but I don't really like the little these things. But so if I just color this, I'm just gonna do like right here it is, cobblestone. I'm gonna have to press shift. This is right here. Okay. Anyways, sorry if I just got louder. Versus if you use, so this is what the path looks like if you like would texture it. I usually use cobblestone, but with the floors, we'll just, I don't have 2 doors, so press T. Okay, there we go. So versus with the floors, it makes the path a bit more straighter and like neater and stuff. And it's just like, basically you don't have to always like do it this way. Use whatever you want to. I don't really care. You know, just do whatever you want. But so if we just like just color that there. So as you see, this is what the paths look like. Honestly, this isn't the greatest path. Let me just copy the door to get the idea. I'll undo all of that, but basically this is what the path looks like. It is kind of smoother, but honestly I think this one works good as well. I think it also works better if you want to add like some bushes. I'm gonna add bushes. And also whenever you're placing plants, this is another build hack, just like rotate the plants. So if you're placing like more than one, rotate them so they look more natural instead of just like placing them like this. It's quick, it might be quicker just to place it in one thing, but still, honestly. Okay, anyways, speaking of undo, if you're in build mode and you're building in one thing, like let's say I want to place down some of these natural plants, you know, and we color them or something. Basically, if you don't want these anymore, you're like, I don't really want these. Instead of go ahead and deleting them, because that costs 50 and I look at 47 back. And plus when you exit out of build mode, like, you know, you get less, I think. Use the undo buttons to undo them and you'll get the full price back. But if you have like this and you accidentally exit out of build mode, you can't undo them. The undo buttons will be gray. So you have no choice but to delete. That's fine. It really doesn't matter. Just undo if you can. It really helps save money, especially if you're on a budget. As well, make sure you also, if you're adding decorations in your house, color them to fit the like color scheme and everything. So if I go to decorations, if I just take these stack books here, so I'm gonna have 2 stack books, and then I'm just gonna make this like, this one is gonna kind of be like fitting with the vibe of the log cabin, the other one isn't. So as you see, which one looks better? Obviously this one. I mean, this one also looks cute, but recoloring the books to fit the vibe of your house is way better, because it will stand, like, it won't stand out like this and stuff. And honestly, it's just better to recolor things to fit the vibe of your house. Another thing is, there's a lot of people who maybe just joined Bloxburg and like want to use these. Do not use the window frames. Do not. Especially because they might look nice, but the one with the blue glass basically is the ones that you want, so people won't break into your house. So if I take the clear wide opening here, I recommend using these in like your actual house, because you can like put curtains on them like inside your house. Okay, so that versus this. Basically, you can also recolor this if you want it to be like white. I'm not going to do that. You can recolor the glass if you want it to be like lighter. But look, So if I go over here, people can get into your house. And it's really bad on mobile. It's also like that. Honestly, use Windows, especially if you're on mobile, because like you don't want people coming into your house. And then I mean, going to build mode is a good way, but there's a lot of annoying people on Bloxburg who would like to play tricks and literally make you rage and leave the game. So yeah, so definitely use like basically windows that are not window frames as well. Also, if you want to add like a bookshelf, you know, and so if you want to add a bookshelf, this is more like a hack. Let's say I just want like this bookshelf here, so bookcase actually. You want to choose this one because it's cheaper, but you would have to fill it up with books. So if you want to buy multiple, do not buy multiple. Here's what you should actually do though, instead of buying multiple of them. Just search up books. Just like you can like place the books here and stuff. Also in the Valentine's Day, excuse me, in the Valentine's Day update we got bookends, so you could also use those too. But look, so if we have like the books and like also if you're if you wanna also copy stuff or like have multiple of them and you don't want to recolor them, basically, so if I have this ornate bookend and I want to copy it, but I want it a different color, let's just put it linen copy, and then like I could just like copy it, and it's gonna be the same amount of money, and it's just better basically. But if you want to place multiple of these bookshelves, you see it's gonna be a bit more expensive because of the books, but you could just like do that, and that's what I did with my bookstore. I basically just in my bookstore in my Bloxburg town, basically, aka library, I just like had one of the bookshelves and then like colored it, recolored. Like I had multiple of the bookshelves, but I ended up like undoing them or deleting them, and I just like put books on one bookshelf and copied it over and over. It's gonna be kind of expensive, especially if you have like bigger bookshelves, and like if you have bigger bookshelves and like more books, like with this one, you could just honestly do this. But if that's like not, if you want more books, just go with the empty bookshelf and add books like manually, and you can recolor them if you want to. You know, it's honestly better. Another thing is also do not use like, don't use like very, very bright lighting. Okay, so I'm gonna make a room, basically, well, kind of a room. So, if you're gonna have a, like, I recommend using linen lighting, aka, warm lighting, when you are building. I'm just gonna add a quick roof here. Like I said, I'm gonna add a quick roof here. Okay. So you see how it's like dark? And so this is the room, okay, whatever. This is the room where I'm going to add the white lighting. So it's basically going to be like the same room, except, especially if you have like a lot of if you have like a lot of white and bright things, like this room is empty, so it kind of looks better. But versus with like warm lighting, you see it's gonna be kind of darker, so you might have to place more, but it's actually good because if you have like a table, like if you have a table that is white and a lot of furniture that's like white and marble, you do not want so if we go, especially in bigger builds though, because I added white lighting in here. I didn't have that much stuff, I don't have that many white things. But basically, if you have like a lot of light colors, like the store here, which leads nowhere, I'm just gonna make it seashell, like all of it seashell, real quick. and basically just decorate it like that. So also let's get flooring, but not really floor, and alright, just bake it institutional white. Make that institutional white as well. You see how bright it is in here versus in here it's kind of dark. I mean, I didn't really start using warm lighting until like in like the apartments I did, but see, like it's like a bit more brighter in here, and then in here it's like a bit more darker. They're the same room but with different lighting, especially if you have a lot of stuff in your room, and if you have multiple floors, if you have multiple floors game pass, or you have multiple floors in your house, if you use too much of that like white lighting, it's gonna really hurt your eyes, and you really do not want to go blind in Bloxburg. Trust me, you really don't want to. But yeah, that's all the building tips I think I have today for today. Comment down below if I missed any, or any like recommendations you have for building tips. I'm pretty sure I missed some. That's the only ones I could think like from the top of my head. But yeah. Anyways, guys, I hope y'all like this video. Like and subscribe if you want to. I don't really care. And yeah. Bye, guys. See ya in the next one. Bye.